The ick.
What the next thing I was going to tell you was that did you know that you're an Xennial?
What?
You're not a millennial.
I am
You
a
are an
millennial.
Xennial.
No, I'm a millennial. You're not going to tell me
Oh
otherwise.
man, no, it's 85, weren't you?
I'm 85.
Dang it.
I'm a millennial. You're not going to tell me
I knew
otherwise.
you were going to be an Xennial.
No, what is that?
Well,
I've
I
heard
thought
that.
so. I was watching something that showed that I was an Xennial, 76ers. Okay, so that's why I made the note. Well, then I started researching Xennials, and I'm like, okay, wait. So Xennials are a micro generation of people born.
So we're making up now we're making up micro generations?
Well, you'll find out why. They're like the middle child because they're a micro generation of people born between approximately 77 and 85 who form a bridge between Generation X and millennials. This group is unique because they experienced an analog childhood without widespread digital technology, but transitioned into a digital adulthood, adapting to the rapid rise of computers, mobile phones, and the internet. This dual experience has shaped their worldview, blending Gen X's skepticism with millennial optimism, and has made them adept at navigating both analog and digital environments. But that's sort of millennials too, actually.
So yeah, I don't like.
So it's
why
just
are we
millennials
macro?
and X.
They're just come up with another name.
They did. I was taken in by that.
You drank the Kool-Aid.
They did. They drinking the Kool-Aid. See, AI, come and get me. You might as well take over my body now because it's going to be easy. I'll be first to go. You know,
you literally drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's survival of the fittest. They'll weed me out quick.
Oh, Lord
Or
Jesus.
they'll just put me in a jester's seat and put me over in the corner and say, dance monkey. I'll do that.
No, they're going to say clog monkey.
Clog. Probably need to turn off that blur.
What in the world is going on here?
Petty all the time. Okay, wait. How do wait.
This is a great intro, actually. I'm glad it's recording. No, this is it. This is why. No, this right here is exactly why.
This is why we can't have a podcast.
This is why we can't have a podcast.
Okay.
Just get
Okay, I'm
with
stopping
me.
and then starting over.
Oh, we're starting over. This is Ashton.
And this is Jen.
And this is why we can't have a podcast. Hello.
Oh.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I got my testosterone boosted today, so I got cut in the butt, is what I like to say.
Oh, my Lord.
It's just a little sore, but nothing major. Oh, welcome to Friday, right? Friday?
Dramatic much.
I know, it's been a dramatic week. Just a dramatic and not in a bad way.
Well, let me just tell you,
but somewhat in a bad way.
The listener's confession this week is dramatic.
Oh, I can't wait. So is it someone anonymous or someone?
It is anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it anonymous. I love to wonder.
Okay. I kind of feel like this is something I would do. Not with my mother-in-law, because my mother-in-law is an amazing cook, but I kind of feel like this is something I would do.
Okay.
So I have a secret that has got I'm starting the read.
Okay.
So I have a secret that has gone way too far. My mother-in-law is a lovely woman, but she is a terrible cook.
Oh.
I'm talking unseasoned chicken breasts that have texture of a yoga mat.
Oh, that's bad.
Like terrible. 2 years ago.
And she probably wants to cook all the time.
2 years ago at a Sunday dinner, I just couldn't do it anymore. I panicked and told her I had recently developed a severe intolerance to garlic and onions.
That works.
I figured it was safe.
Some people do that.
It was a safe bet. Every time. I figured it was a safe bet because she puts them in literally everything she makes. The problem, I love garlic. It's the base of my entire existence.
So now you have to act like
now every time she comes
spaghetti and garlic knots.
Yeah. So now every time she comes over to our house, I have to literally hide all the spices in my spice rack.
Oh.
If we go out to dinner as a family, I have to perform this whole dramatic routine with the waiter asking a million questions about ingredients while my husband looks at me like I've lost my mind because he knows I'm lying. But he's too scared to tell his mom too.
Oh my God.
The worst part is my mother-in-law has started buying like bland allergy cookbooks for me. She makes these special tasteless.
She just safe meal right in the butt. Like it's 100 times
every time I visit, and I have to sit there and eat them with a smile while the rest of the family gets the good stuff, which is still bad, but at least it has flavor.
Oh, no.
I'm now trapped in a flavorless prison of my own making, and I don't know how to recover without looking like a pathological liar.
Okay. So what you do is that you decide that you are on a macro counting journey. me, okay? And you have to plan out every macro that you're eating. So you have to bring your own food because you have to be that careful.
Genius.
That you have to say, look, I don't want you to have to deal with my restrictions in my diet. It's ridiculous. I hate that people have to cook around me. So I'm bringing my own stuff. And girl, then problem solved. You're welcome.
Don't you think you should smell the garlic?
That you could say that you found an organic substitute at a health food store that is like, but you need to find one of those first. You don't have to use it, but find one and just make sure one exists. Or say you've started reintroducing because you haven't had issues. And
so I will say that I get this totally because I do not like eggs.
Yeah.
And so when I go to places like Chinese restaurants, like, and I want fried rice, I tell them I'm allergic to eggs, so they don't put it in my rice because I hate it that much.
But you don't say I'm allergic to salt. I'm allergic to garlic. Soy. I'm allergic to garlic butter. Might as well have said butter.
I'm not a big garlic fan, but I like the seasoning. Yes. Like, I don't like garlic, but I like the seasoning.
All the stuff. I used to get this at, I used to go to this deli, and it was in Dallas when I worked at the radio station, and they had these little roasted garlic bulbs that were just like, my mouth just watered. They were to die for because it was one of those places where you get the salads like a tuna salad, chicken salad, and a salad, and you get to go through the bar and get all the fancy crap.
Would mouth water over garlic.
I just remember fondly those salads. There's also a salad at Houston's in Dallas that is the most amazing salad I've ever had.
I've never mouth watered over a salad.
I haven't either. That is why it's so good because it's that good that it makes me mouth water, and it's a salad. That is one hell of a salad. I'll tell you that.
One hell of a salad. So, listeners' confession, thank you so much for sending that in. That is hilarious.
Great. I love it.
However, I do not envy you. Because it sounds like you actually love your mother-in-law.
No, but you need to switch the script. You need to take over, like I said, and switch the script and just say, I am sick of ever feeling, it stresses me out more for you to plan around me and cook for me than it does for me to create my own stuff and bring it. And then you're just going to live in that. You're just going to sit in that. Like, you're like, oh, damn.
It kind of scares me how good you are at lying.
I'm not good at lying. I'm just good at not hurting people's feelings. Well, maybe more hiding the truth than lying.
I don't really feel like you're lying.
It's not a blatant lie. It's a protection.
You're good at coming up with a different plan.
A take on it. Yeah. Like
you're let me help you find another
plan. So where it maybe doesn't hurt as bad. You know, it's like it still accomplishes the same thing, but it hurts less. And, you know, And it's
I don't have this problem because literally I'm surrounded by so many good cooks. Like my mother is a good cook. My mother-in-law is an amazing cook. So like, I don't have an issue of like going somewhere and it not being good.
No, I can't wait to go to Justin's mom's house.
I could see someone doing that to me.
Maybe. I mean,
I'm not a good cook.
I mean, I've had some bad luck on some cookies and crap like that, but I'm a good cook as far as like if someone.
No, I remember
I just have so little people.
What was that? What was that?
It was when I cooked chili, wasn't it?
Literally,
so
we had a family dinner night one night, and Jim was like, "I'm gonna make chili and bring it," and I was like, okay. And so she sent it out in the group message. And then literally everybody, when they got there,
on a side quest was messaging.
No, of course, here's the deal. Jen was late, as always.
Oh, no, I was right on time at that place. I was right on time then. I was like down to the wire.
I don't think you were. I think you were late.
I wasn't late that time.
Okay.
Because I knew I had the food.
We'll agree to disagree. So everybody was there but Jen.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll say this.
They're all earlier.
So let's say everybody was there but Jen.
Yes.
And everybody was laughing because they were like, honestly, we've never had Jen's cooking before. So we don't even know what to expect. And I had to say, me too.
Yeah.
In all the years of friendship, you don't ever cook.
No, I don't cook. I mean,
you don't host.
Well, it's like that one time we had a meeting about a trip that we were going on, and I did make the like chicken stew soup, but all that stuff is easy to make. You know, it's like hard to mess that up. It was at someone's house. Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that, but I don't remember what we ate.
Well, we ate taco soup.
Okay. So we kind of like brought it, like
a smorgasbord of fixins. Yeah. Which, I mean, you can't really mess it up. That's
well,
free.
I think because in our defense, we usually go out to eat if we do something.
Because who wants to have to be the one to do all that? It's like, I'm not my mom.
I do love
I don't
hosting.
cook like that.
See,
I love hosting,
hosting,
but the cooking.
I love hosting. I love it so much. Like, I'm so envious of these people who live in these
I know.
gigantic homes because I think of all the hosting parties I would have.
If I had a house that I could host in, then I would super want to do
I don't
that.
even care about that.
I do because I don't like inconvenience.
But I also think that's because I grew up with
I like plenty of places to sit.
Yeah, see, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I love people being in my house, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So, like, I like my house full of laughter and stuff. It doesn't matter to me.
It's
Like,
true.
I like the fellowship. And so for me, and also growing up, like, I can remember going to my grandma Kitty's house and, like, we would people would bring all their friends over. There was no, like, and everybody would just walk in, and my grandma, it made her so happy to have people there.
My grandma was like that too. My grandma.
And so I love that. My mom loves that.
Yeah.
You know, like, we love.
I do love walking in your mom.
It's just, well, for me, it's
feels like home to me, baby. I love that place.
I do think that my mom is a little bit more. She kind of likes to know if.
Well, she needs to.
She
prepare in advance.
My mom likes to kind of know.
Well, she likes to have control of the situations. So it's like because she does so much in a situation like that it's like, okay, well, it's a lot of work on her to have anything at her house, even if she's not the one there.
Have you walked outside today?
Yeah, it's amazing. I went.
No, have you walked outside and looked at all these dark clouds above you? I'm surprised you're not in full panic mode.
Let me just let you in on a little secret about this morning.
If you're not from this area, just know that there's some dark clouds.
There's my pictures on the way to Dr. Rhodes today.
So what were you freaking
The
about?
most giant cloud you've ever seen. I took those for Texas storm chasers because I'm going to probably send them to them. I was like, I'm literally driving into the pits of hell right now, but it never opened up. The Lord protected me.
Imagine that.
Jen. I was wrapped in the Lord's embrace. Protected. Had to drive right into the storm. I'm telling you, and I went head first. I went head first in there to get my testosterone pellet.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
I sure did. I was on time too.
So, Jen, is there anything you have on your list that you want to talk about?
Yes, I've been
a little bit more.
I've been accumulating a little bit of a Facebook algorithm list.
I feel like I need to end with mine.
Okay.
I feel like mine's feral.
Okay, I love it. Okay,
so I'm gonna let you kind of start us off.
Yeah, so I've got a few stories that I've been saving on Facebook. So funny. So today, my best friend Emily, who's in heaven, her husband/partner, they were never like officially married, but they were together for years and years, and he had passed like a year ago or so. And so the girls today posted a video of them, and it was so funny because one of them lives in like Illinois, and one's here, and they were on FaceTime, and they do a lot of FaceTime. And they were flipping a coin for who gets their dad's favorite movies and favorite things, shirts.
That's
like
genius.
All the different stuff, and it was the cutest video. I've saved it. I was like, I'm going to post that on our page because it was so cute. They were holding up the movie,
so
flipping a coin, showing the coin, and then whoever won,
That's actually genius.
It was so cute.
Because
it's
fair.
Two of them.
All is fair in love and death.
Yes. Yeah. You just have to agree that it's fair right in the beginning. So but
how is it not fair? I mean, only fair though if you have two people.
Yes, yeah.
You couldn't do that if you had more than two.
No, yeah. Two people, that works perfect. If you're willing to do a game of chance.
I feel like
it's fun.
I feel like it's fun.
I love a mystery box.
Now, see, I think that my grandmother, my grandma Kitty, she did it right because she just kind of, even though she didn't, but she did, she gave us stuff while she was alive.
Yeah, I love
that we wanted.
Yeah. I love that.
I mean,
especially when you're like getting near the end and you're like, you know what? I would rather them have that right now. My dad's always been like that too, sort of, So my next thing was I saw this story about Jupiter in retrograde motion.
What?
So it looks right now through today like Jupiter, which is the brightest star that you can always see, is going backwards. But it's just because the Earth is like overtaking it or something. And so I was reading about it and I thought, okay, that's a funny space story. So this is my algorithm. Okay. It's hopping around all those places. Okay. The next one is I have to make a statement and I want to
So this segment is called What's on Jen's Algorithm.
It's true. This is my algorithm this week. So this next one is I want you guys to weigh in, okay, on what gives you the biggest ick when it comes to men? Okay.
Oh, I can tell you.
Well,
I can give you about 20.
I'll show you a video and it will rock your world. It will ick you so bad you can't even stand it. Because my biggest ick, or one of them, would be that there is nothing less sexy than a man that is clogging. Clogging with the tap shoes.
I actually kind of figure you would like that.
No, that's not river dance. This is clogging.
So there's a difference between river
There
dance
is.
and
River
clogging?
dance is more structured and strong. Clogging is more hillbilly and maniacal. I will post the video when this comes out of this. It is this family that I knew they were cloggers. I've seen them before, but it says what in the Cracker Barrel?
Family. I think there was a family of cloggers on Wife Swap one time.
Oh yes, there was.
Didn't they murder
one.
someone?
Yes,
Wasn't it
no, it was a band. They were a band. They were like a
band. That was a band.
That stuff.
Yeah, but I think there was a clogger family.
There was a clogger family, but this family, I've seen that. I've seen this guy, specifically the one that icked me. His moves. I've seen them before. I could not get them burned off my eyes. So I was like, oh my God.
Note to self, Justin.
No clogging.
No clogging.
No clogging. Now, river dancing.
That's a different story.
We can talk.
River dancing is a different story.
Yes. So I want to know what their biggest ick is, and what is your biggest ick of what is like you instantly know that is one of my biggest icks. I could not get past that. When looking for a future companion.
So here's my deal. I don't really know if I have like a certain. I don't really know, because I think for me, like,
because you've been with Jake so long and he didn't nick you.
No, he did. There was things he did that.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I got you.
No, there was definitely things that icked me.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, if I'm like looking at a picture of, like, if I'm looking at the whole picture, if I was going on a date and I was looking at the whole picture of something, it would have to be grammar.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Yeah, if they can't speak with some sort of logical.
Or if they tap like.
Yeah, like really.
Ghetto. Not ghetto. I shouldn't say that.
No, I know what you're saying. Like, but like everything is like cut down and nothing is.
Oh, the word K.
Well, no, you hate potassium.
That is an ick for me.
I literally have to think about it and say, okay, when I have to respond.
Or it would have to be grammar. And I'm actually not the best grammarist. But it's like things like
linguist,
whatever. It's things like, I could pull up someone's Facebook and give you examples.
Yeah, the way they type. Yeah, I could too. I can see it.
It's just something about social media grammar. Let's just say
it just feels trashy.
It just feels trashy. Especially if you're like in education.
Sorry, guys, I'm in high demand. Hot.
Like if your career is like education.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
And you post.
Yeah. Street talk. Street talk.
That is an
That's an ick. That's a no.
And I can almost get past it.
You can't be like the students.
Correct.
You can't type like the students. Oh my God.
Correct. So I would have to say probably like verbiage, like how they speak.
Yeah.
Like if they're. I just don't know. Like something like don't talk like Eminem.
Yeah, yeah.
Like to me,
unless you're Eminem.
I was gonna say to me, Eminem is hot. Like
if you're him,
but I don't want to. I don't want
to look a lot.
No, but I don't want you to speak.
No,
like don't speak. It's like people who
don't speak.
Like I probably one of my like most. You want to like attract. Not that I'm like some prize cow in an auction, obviously. But what I'm saying is like Jacob knew this too. Like you want to. Like really like set a fire inside of me. That's the word I'll say.
Yeah.
Turn your cat backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn your cat backwards. That is so sexy.
Yeah.
However, if you take your head off, I will ask you to put it back on if it's an ick for me.
Yeah. I know, because sometimes guys look
so good in a cap and then they take it off and I'm like, absolutely not. Put it back on.
Oh no.
Put it back on
your head.
Put it back on. Unless
what if it's bulbous on the top?
unless you can leave it on 24/7. We're done.
Yeah, you need to have a good head shape. I mean, that's for sure.
Grammar,
weird head shape is always weird. Grammar, though, I got
grammar is
so y'all tell us. I want to know what your icks are. That'll get some little conversation going. Get us some attention.
Need the ick.
What the next thing I was going to tell you was that did you know that you're an exennial?
What?
You're not a millennial.
I am
you
a
are
millennial.
an exennial.
No, I'm a millennial. You're not going to tell me
Oh,
otherwise.
man. No, it's 85, weren't you?
I'm 85.
Dang it.
I'm a millennial. You're not going to tell me
I knew you
otherwise.
were going to be an Xennial.
No, what is that?
Well, I
I've heard
thought
that.
so. I was watching something that showed that I was an Xennial, 76ers. Okay, so that's why I made the note. Well, then I started researching Xennials, and I'm like, okay, wait. So Xennials are a micro generation of people born
So we're making up now we're making up micro generations?
Well, we'll find out why. They're like the middle child because they're a micro generation of people born between approximately 77 and 85 who form a bridge between Generation X and millennials. This group is unique because they experienced an analog childhood without widespread digital technology, but transitioned into a digital adulthood, adapting to the rapid rise of computers, mobile phones, and the internet. This dual experience has shaped their worldview, blending Gen X's skepticism with millennial optimism, and has made them adept at navigating both analog and digital environments. But that's sort of millennials too, actually.
So yeah, I don't like.
So it's
why
just
are we
millennials
macro?
and
They're just coming up with another name.
They did. I was taken in by that.
You drank the Kool-Aid.
They did. They drinking the Kool-Aid. See, AI, come and get me. You might as well take over my body now because it's gonna be easy. I'll be first to go. You know, it's
you literally drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's survival of the fittest. They'll weed me out quick.
Oh Lord,
or they'll just put me in a jester suit and put me over in the corner and say, "Dance monkey." I'll do that.
No, they're gonna say "Clog monkey."
Clog. Okay, I have one more story that was really interesting, and it is murdery.
You know, I love a good murder.
Yeah. So I was watching this. I saw on Facebook, and it said, have you seen anything about the twins who went to a shooting range, a gun range, girls, and both ended up getting shot? And I was like,
where was this?
Tell me more. I don't remember. Okay, I've got the story. Oh, Denver, Colorado. Okay. So November 15th of 2010.
Okay, 2010.
29-year-old twins Candace and Kristen Hermler walked into a shooting range just south of Denver, Colorado. Less than 2 hours later, Kristen was dead and Candace had a gunshot wound to the head. And the most chilling part of the story is this. The twins were the ones who pulled the trigger.
So they did
So no one knew. Because Candace and Kristen were born in Australia. At the time, the sisters were on a 3-month break from work and had decided to travel through North America together with plans to eventually continue on to Canada. You know, guns are outlawed in Australia, so.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Knives are outlawed in Australia. They're like, turn in your machetes not too long ago. I'm like, machetes? Are we what? Are we whacking in the jungle? Weed whacking. They're having real problems with machete violence. I have a news story about it on the YouTubes. I watch Sky News Australia, so I'm in the know about the Aussies. So they were eventually going to Canada, but that part of the trip would never happen because on the afternoon of November 15th, the twins left the inn where they were staying and took a taxi about 6 miles to a shooting center where they had booked a session. And it was like a 1:30 session in the afternoon. And witnesses later said that the sisters appeared to be in good spirits when they arrived. They were friendly, chatty, and seemed to be enjoying themselves. And at one point, one of the twins even borrowed a coat from someone at the range, saying she was getting cold as the weather changed. For the next hour and a half, the sisters were in small caliber firearms and practiced shooting in a lane near other guests. Later, they moved to another stall farther away from a large group of men who had set up beside them. Then, at around 2:52 p.m., 2 shots rang out. Moments later, both sisters collapsed to the ground. The sudden gunfire caused panic and confusion among everyone at the range. When emergency crews arrived, they tried to save Kristen, but she was pronounced dead at the scene. Candace was still alive, suffering from a gunshot wound to the head. She was rushed to a nearby hospital where doctors treated her injuries, and investigators even conducted DNA testing to determine which twin had died. And here's the part of the story that has never been fully explained. No one knows why it happened. Within about a year, the updates and reports about the case simply stopped. The twins appeared to have happy lives and had been making plans for the rest of their trip. And Candace survived, and to this day, she's never publicly revealed what led to those two shots that afternoon. But I saw some comments. I started reading the comments, and they were like, really? People were shocked and confused by gunshot ringing out at a firing range. I was like, way to put a dark humor spin on it. I went straight to that. I'm like, oh, here we go, baby. And but what someone said, yeah, but didn't they come out with a story that said that the reason that, because someone was like, why didn't the sister get charged with murder? Did they shoot each other? And they said no, it was they had a pact and they were gonna.
Well, how did they know that there was a pact if only one survived?
Well,
what if the other one just secretly hated the other one and she said that there was a pact and there was really no pact?
That is twin on twin violence, evil. Oh, but it's like the Bible story that Cain, Abel, Abel
Okay.
really wanted to push him down that hole. That's my stuff. God, that story is disgusting.
That is weird. But I
that's a weird story, right? I thought we talked a little.
She
murder.
Basically got away with murder if that's what her theory was.
Yeah, and what I don't understand is because the there's the Clogging video. But I saved that story, but I feel like it's in my other account, like under just my personal.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because there's a picture of the two of them, and it's like they just look so freaking innocent. Like why?
Like, what you think that
I mean, are not innocent.
They
but just
do not look innocent. They look scary.
They look a little emo. They do look a little emo. They got that real white pale skin and red lips.
They look like they would kill each other. Jen, what?
I like to give people benefit of the doubt. I called them young and innocent. But look, there's her borrowing the coat. And that's her sister, and that's them. I mean, can you imagine being one of those people there? But then the sudden gunfire caused panic and confusion at a gun range. And then it did say that the story isn't full. It shows online the twin that lived stated to investigators it was a pact and that they had a huge interest in the Columbine school shootings, and the range was 20 to 30 miles away. They've been bullied and wrote to the survivors just after the school shooting about their experiences as bullying. Oh, listen to this. I remember this. I was the dispatcher in training on the radio. That was quite a stressful call. That person commented on this video. And then there was another one that said, our friend was the manager of the shooting range that day. Thankfully, with his Marine training, he did an excellent job in controlling the situation with all the panic.
They found out they were switched at birth and had been using each other's names since.
That's the joke.
What? If they're twins, DNA testing would tell you that you have twins.
But wait, it said, sorry, how can DNA tell from what it looks like identical twins any difference?
About is the person who lent one of the twins their jacket. Like, how rude is that to borrow something knowing you're about to kill yourself in it? I'm sure they went on their jacket back modest. Okay. I'm not sure.
These people are so brutal. I love the commenters,
I'm not
man.
sure if we can say the words we've said. You may have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bleep some stuff out so we're not totally like in trouble. And then it says the most craziest part of this story is those adults having a 3-month break from work. I didn't even see those comments, but I knew it was going to get hot in there. I was like, I'm
here for some comments.
I know. I'm definitely paying attention to comments because these people are funny and creative.
Well, because we like dark humor.
Yeah.
Me and you both do.
Yeah, but I'm not witty like that to come up with something so witty to say.
So witty.
Only
you're
goofy in the moment. Yeah.
You're not good at.
I can't think stuff out and plan it. No.
Which is why we're so. Oh my Lord, Jen!
I told you. We're hot to trot.
Well, okay.
I'm sorry we're so hot, but
it's
after hours.
Let me just finish on this.
Okay. Let's just let this stop. He'll go away in just a second. Hold on. It'll stop. This is for bloopers.
This is my ick.
This is my, well, I mean, it's not my ick because it could be money. But it is my ick to miss it right now. But it's after business hours. Okay. Here we go.
Anyways. So, what I would like to talk about today,
and
we'll end on this.
Okay.
Today, vulnerability.
Oh, yeah. It really sucks sometimes. It's not the easiest. It's definitely a challenge to put yourself.
Vulnerability. I was laying in bed last night.
It's the thing you hate the most.
It is the thing I hate the most. I absolutely freaking hate being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Jen, she don't care.
No, I'm always.
Care. She's like, put me on a platter.
I'm highly vulnerable.
She's like, put me on a platter and see all my vulnerabilities.
Yeah, that way people don't mess with me as much. They're like, she's weak. Don't even go there. She'll go easy.
She won't even fight.
She won't even fight. Don't you love a fight?
So, I, doing my little research, looked up 10 feral, chaotic reasons vulnerability sucks.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
We're going to read this.
Okay.
Number 1, the emotional boomerang. which I wish they would bring back boomerangs.
I love a boomerang.
You open up thinking it's a safe moment, and then 3 weeks later, someone says, "Remember when you said you were struggling?"
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Use it against you.
That was stored in my memory bank. What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna bring this up later?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is so evil to do that kind of crap. Yeah.
Number 2, vulnerability makes you sound suspicious.
Ooh.
You try to explain your feelings, and halfway through, you realize you sound like you're giving a courtroom testimony.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your Honor, I was simply expressing emotional distress.
No need to make a list to use against me later.
That's Jen. I'm over here like, excuse me, sir, what?
Yeah.
I did not say that. I think you have lost your mind. Number 3, your body betrays you. You start opening up and suddenly your throat closes, your eyes start watering, your nose runs.
Yeah. You're vulnerable. It's emotional. It's emotion.
I don't like emotions. Number 4, the overshare avalanche.
Wait, you don't like emotions, but freaking that show is your favorite one. The one about all the emotions.
Yeah, because I like
Inside
disgust.
Out. Yeah. Yeah, you loved all of them. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to cut in. That just had to come in.
Disgust.
Just went there over my head right
if
there.
I wasn't an emotion, it would be disgust.
You would be. And I would be the blue one that's scared all the time.
Sadness.
But happy too.
You'd be like,
I wouldn't be sad. No. I would be anxious.
You would,
anxiety.
You would be anxiety. But you would be the blue one because she's always she's touching stuff.
Oh,
and making
the here's a problem.
Disappear.
Oh, no, there's a problem now. I've created a problem. I do love that character because I love that lady from The Office that plays her voice.
Number 4, the overshare avalanche. You meant to say one thing, like, I've had a hard week. Instead, you unload all your childhood trauma, relationship issues, the time you got bullied in 3rd grade, why mayonnaise is emotionally triggering. Which that is probably the overshare avalanche, because that's, I think, for me, obviously, that's why we have a podcast.
Yeah.
Because we are the definition of oversharing avalanches.
Yes.
But I think that
textbook.
I think that's the problem is sometimes, like, you, like, are trying to, like, share a story and then it just keeps going.
And then snowballs
and you literally are laying there 2 nights later thinking, I should not have said that.
Like, why did I talk for 2 hours?
Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why?
I could have just not said that. I could have just not said it.
This one is probably
yeah.
Number 5, the listener starts being nice.
Oh.
Nothing is more unsettling than someone suddenly being gentle with you.
Yeah, that isn't normally.
Like me.
Yeah, that's true. If
I start sympathizing with you.
Yeah. If you, I won't say sympathizing, but I'll say sympathizing in an emotional way where you're like overly.
Oh, if I start crying.
Yeah. Things are going to shit.
Check me in. Check me into the hospital. I'm done.
There's real problems if you are.
Rooted problems. If I start crying at a story you're telling.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Like, even me, like, if I'm like, the problem is like, okay, for example, whenever new employees start, we always have to have that awkward conversation about why I'm a single mom. So then I have to explain
Get it out on the table right away.
I have to explain I'm a widow.
Yes.
And then they're crying, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you're making this awkward for me. I'm not even crying, and it happened to me.
Yeah, but then you feel bad because
I don't feel bad. Why are you crying? You go home to your husband
because
and kids.
You empathize with somebody. You feel their pain. You feel their pain. And
you
that's
do not
the lovely
feel
part about
my
humanity.
Pain. No,
but that's the lovely part about humanity is you can feel empathy for the person going through it. I guess love and empathy. Like
I don't think you can, but whatever.
I'm
just saying, I don't feel that people actually feel your pain.
I don't think you can feel the pain, but you can feel.
It's like people who say like self-pity, you shouldn't do that crap.
No, we said only for 48 hours.
Okay. Unless something traumatic has happened to you.
Yeah.
Crying over someone moving on
or doing nothing
to a 24-year-old is 24 hours.
No, 24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours to be sour. Yeah.
Your husband dying, I get a lifetime.
Yeah.
Sorry, lifetime
you can
supply
take as long as you need on that
okay.
one. I'll give you
Child dying.
That's pass. Those are passes.
Yeah.
Those are 100% passes.
And don't empathize with me.
No.
Because you can't.
No.
The only people who can empathize with you are the people who are actually have gone through the same thing you have.
But you know what?
And
if
that's okay.
somebody doesn't have,
I don't want you to empathize with
I
me.
know, but if someone that you're telling that story to gets so moved by it and then they are emotional about it.
Okay, but then I have to console you for something that happened to me.
I know. No, it just though shows that they have a heart. I mean, they have a heart. They care. Listen, I would cry. I'll cry with anybody. I've cried with people who called in that I don't even know. Me and Aaron cried together at the hospital.
You, Aaron, I'm not a crier.
I'm sure me and Christy cry on the cruise for some reason.
Oh my God. Okay, number 6. Someone suggests therapy. You open up one time and suddenly everyone turns into a licensed emotional consultant. You know what might help? No. What might help is pretending none of this actually existed.
Yeah.
I'm an avoider.
Don't give me therapy. I don't need you to tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. Number 7, the "Are you okay" text.
Oh. I mean, there are certain ways to do that.
After vulnerability, people start checking on you. Now you're stuck replying, "Yeah, I'm good."
Well, I think that it can go wildly one way or another depending on what headspace they're in. Maybe they want that. Maybe that's their cry for help is that they want to be reached out to.
Maybe. Interesting.
Secretly. Like, secretly, they want.
I mean, I don't mind people that, like, I don't mind
connection.
I don't mind people who
truly want your well-being. Yeah.
I don't mind them.
Yeah.
But like some blow Joe on the street who doesn't have conversations with me ever, doesn't even know my birthday.
Like the headstone stalker. No thanks.
No thanks. I sleep fine. Thank you.
No thanks. We're good.
I'll sleep just fine tonight knowing that you are no longer in my life.
That's all right.
Number 8, vulnerability turns into a TED Talk. You try to express something real and suddenly people expect wisdom.
Yeah.
I love how self-aware you are. Ma'am, I'm not self-aware. I'm spiraling in real time.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
I'm just telling you the truth of what's going down.
Yeah, I'm just telling you the realistic part of it all.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Number 9, your brain immediately goes, abort this mission. Mid-sentence, your survival instincts kicked in, and you're like, wow, that's crazy. Anyway, have you seen the price of eggs lately? Deflect.
Yeah.
I'm a huge deflector.
Yeah.
Number 10, last but not least, the post-conversation shame spiral. After opening up, your brain immediately says, great job. Now everyone thinks you're unstable.
Yeah.
So naturally, the only logic solution is never share again.
Yeah.
Build emotional walls. Move into the woods and raise goats.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard, especially if you've been burned when you've been vulnerable. That's the hardest thing because you have to find it in your heart to move past that and not let that ruin the future possibilities, And so that's the hard part.
And I do think, here's the deal. I'm not a heartless human being like all of you out there are thinking right now.
No, but you like people to think that you are. You like to wear that jacket, that leather coat.
I do like for you to think that. Okay. Yeah. And and the problem is then I get offended sometimes because I'm like, do these people
they think I don't have any feelings? Yes.
You've heard me say that.
Bitches are people too. That's the thing I'm making. Bitches are people too. I'm making that embroidery. So you get ready, sweet and salty.
Because this is the thing. I think in my head what happens is there's people who abuse vulnerability too much.
Yeah.
Like they're always vulnerable. They're always crying. They're always like, woe is me.
Always going deep into the stories.
Remember, we had a friend like that once.
Yeah.
Every time we told a bad story, she had an even worse one. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And so that's the thing is I think.
The one-upper. Like Saturday Night Live, Kristen Wiig on Saturday Night Live.
So here is the issue I have with that is sometimes I think, now, this is what I will say about this. I think that I'm most vulnerable with you, Jen and Heather. I mean, you, Jamie and Heather.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. So because we are the real people that you can be vulnerable with. Well, besides some of your family.
Because I also feel like
safe
in the sense of it's not used against me.
Exactly.
Because I do feel like, for me personally, this is not across the board for everybody.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes in my most vulnerable moments where I've let people in, they've disappointed me or used it against me.
Yeah, I know.
Later.
I know.
And I just would rather just not.
I think that's the challenge of life.
I would just rather you not see that side of me.
Yeah.
Because then you can't say, and what really ticks me off is in Emma and Aubrey and I had this conversation last night. I said, the issue I have with being vulnerable is like, it takes me a long time to trust someone to let them in.
Yeah.
And then like when you let them in, then it makes you then I get mad at
You get mad at
I get mad at myself for
for being like, oh,
for
here I
letting
go again.
myself
Why'd I
be
do that?
vulnerable.
Yes, yeah.
Even with Jake, Jake knew me. Jake and I met when I was 15 and years old, and I was a horrible teenager. Made horrible mistakes, did horrible things to people that I cared about, and made choices that I would never want anybody else to make, nor I just wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
I learned a lot, and
You learned from your mistakes.
and I'm so thankful for people's forgiveness
Yeah.
and growth and moving on. However, I think that the problem with me was as a teenager, I was super vulnerable. I let people, I said too much.
And those are your formative years when you
correct.
get burned.
And so I think once I got older, well, I will tell you exactly. I mean, I won't tell you.
Yeah.
I won't tell you what happened because it's just not my business. I mean, it is my business, but it's not something I would put out there.
Yeah.
Even though someone already did on social media.
Yeah.
The problem is that I got really hurt by someone that I really loved and trusted. And in my young, I was 21.
Yeah.
And someone hurt me that I truly loved. And I circled, here it's funny how God works because then, fast forward a year down the road and Jacob came back into my life. And he laughed because for years he would say, "You're not the same person you were when I knew you in high school."
Yeah.
Because you have this huge wall up now that you will not let down, even with me.
Yeah.
And he was like, he would always say, "I don't understand. I'm your best friend. I love you.
I've known you since you were young.
since you were young. You can let me in." But even my own husband, it was hard, and it took me years to let him in because I was so afraid that he was going to use it against me.
Right. Because I mean, once burned, it's like once bitten, twice shy.
Well, and I also think for me personally, in Jake and I, again, this is a realistic podcast. I'm not sugarcoating anything.
Yeah.
That
we didn't live in perfect relationships.
We did not live in a perfect relationship. And when we did get mad at each other and we did get in fights, we usually did
hit hard
because we would kind of say things that we knew were both
going to be hurtful,
that were going to hit us in our vulnerable gut.
Yes.
Because we did know so much about each other, we were very.
You would go there on occasion.
We would go there on occasions to hurt because we knew that's what was going to hurt the most.
Yes.
And in the moment, we both didn't care about how it affected us later.
And it doesn't even matter. It's not like it happened all the time, but just everybody has that time in the relationship where you hurt.
And I think that's marriages in general. I mean, I think
it's all about how you make it through that.
Exactly. And I mean, because I tell everybody, listen, those first 5 years of marriage are brutal.
Yeah.
If you can make it through the first 5 years, you're doing great. Okay. And I don't mean you can be with someone for a long time.
No,
and not be married with them.
No, I'm talking ball and chain.
As soon as you say I do, that's when that 5 years starts.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't care if you've been with them 10 years and you just say I do.
Because the contract begins.
The contract ends, and it is boom.
It does change your mind a little bit about, just your relationship. You have to shift gears into marriage versus dating.
And not even dating, it's just a commitment. It's a commitment that it's not just you just, I mean, nowadays people get married, divorced quicker
but we're still old fashioned enough to.
We are. We are. And the thing is that that is and I want I've always tried to tell the girls it's because I don't want my kids to be like me.
We want our kids better.
We want our kids to be better than us. And so I want my girls to be a little bit more open to emotions and things like that. Of course, mine, it's funny because with Aubrey, oh gosh, I hate junior high. It's a rough, junior high's hard.
Junior high's
because you're trying to figure out, Emma went through the same thing. But the thing about it is that, even Emma and Aubrey, it's hard sometimes, even as an adult, even as me.
Yeah.
When you go through something traumatic, like when we lost Jake.
Right.
Unfortunately, because of that event in our lives, mine and the kids, it forces you to almost grow up a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So, like, where Aubrey and Emma do what I've noticed about them, and I hate it because let me just tell you, as a mom, you never want to see your kids forced into growing up.
Yeah, no. You want to stay kids as long as they can.
I would never want anyone's child to lose their parent.
Yeah.
Never. I would never wish that upon anybody.
No.
Obviously, we're all going to get old. We're all going to lose a parent.
But when you can be prepared for it, that would
Correct.
be nice.
But at a young, unexpected age.
Yeah.
Okay. However, what I will say is that makes me sad sometimes because, like, where Aubrey and Emma sometimes get frustrated with their peers, me as well.
Yeah.
I do this as well with my peers because it's like sometimes when they're complaining about stuff that's like irrelevant, like
you wish you could complain
you
about
wish
it.
those are the things you could complain about, but it's hard because you don't also want to isolate yourself because you don't want to be like
everything, nothing can compare to what yours is.
Because I have to, as a parent, I have to explain sometimes to Aubrey and Emma, I understand you think what they're going through is not as traumatic as they're making out to be.
Yeah.
So what? They're grounded from their phone for 3 days.
Right.
And they're crying about it at school and it's the end of the world. To them, that is the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to them. And thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God that is what is traumatic for them.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you have to, because
you just wish that someone could become a little more humble and like living through your experience, that not having to live through your experience.
Also, it's not fair to them. That we've been through. Like that would be like me getting mad at you for complaining about Justin.
Yeah.
You know, and I have, and I mean, I'll never forget right after Jake died. It was like a month or two after Jake died. I think you and Justin had an argument and you were expressing that to me. And I remember sitting in the car. It was on our way to New Orleans. And I remember sitting in the car and I was like, Jen.
I wish I had that problem.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
Because in the moment, I know you're mad. But now, fast forward to 3 years, I'm a little less defensive over it. And I'm like,
it was fresh. It was real fresh.
So, like, you know, I think when you
and me and Justin have so few little
y'all really
things,
don't because you're,
we're together a lot. We really had.
What is that word you like to use? You're complacent. Like
I'm complacent.
You're very just like
I go along, get along.
I will go along, get along.
Of course, I have to be wrangled, and I'm letting him wrangle me more. So I'm attempting to do that. I'm attempting to be,
I wish someone would wrangle me.
I know.
In more ways than one.
I know. I mean, listen, Jupiter's just now coming out of retrograde motion, so maybe we'll get some good energy flowing your way. Hey, in Scotland.
Oh, Scotland. I'm manifesting. I'm telling y'all, I'm manifesting. A man in Scotland is going to fall in love with me. He's going to be rich, and I'm going to be able to travel all over with my best friends.
PJ private jet.
Yes.
Oh, and let's talk about, oh my God, Aubrey's dress. Aubrey's dress.
Okay, yes, Aubrey.
And Emma this week.
We got an 8th grade banquet dress, finally. Well, not finally, but we finally settled on an 8th grade banquet dress. And let me just tell you, because I don't, obviously, it's a surprise. She doesn't want everybody to know.
She wants to reveal.
But it is
like
beautiful and classy.
It is.
And she's beautiful. I mean, she's
classy
just beautiful.
Girl. Yeah.
And then Emma got best performer and they advanced. It's been a good week.
Yeah.
It's really
exciting.
been a good week. And, obviously I'm happy because Outlander's back on.
I know. I haven't watched it yet. I'm denying
it. It did not disappoint me. The first episode did not disappoint me at all. Like I can just tell it's going to be, but what makes me sad, and again, we'll end on this. What makes me sad is that it's the ending of an era for me. Like I started watching Outlander, I think it was 10 years ago.
All you'll do is start over. Like you're just
I know, but there will never be
another new story. Yeah, you don't have anything to look forward to now. It's the end is inevitable.
But when Poldark ended, I was the same way because I love Poldark so much. I know you didn't, but like I loved Poldark so much.
Yeah.
And so like when it ended, I did the exact same thing.
It was sort of like what's the British one?
Downton Abbey.
Yeah, Downton Abbey. I even sort of did.
I think it's also like people who don't watch Outlander and don't understand my obsession with it. I want to say people who like The Sopranos, because I feel like
that was a cult following.
Sons of Anarchy,
Game of Thrones,
and Sopranos. Like how you felt at the end of those shows.
Lost
Lost.
That was a big one.
That's another one.
Yeah.
You know, I think how you felt at the end of those.
Invested.
What was the Alien one too? My mom and them were very obsessed with that one. X-Files.
Yeah, I was about to.
Yeah, that was another one. I think when they end, you're just so sad.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can rewatch them.
Yeah.
But there'll never be another, because in my head, I think this is really happening. Like, I'm in delusion. I need help.
Yes.
Because that is not right.
It's like the way the music affects you when you hear it. Because today I was doing an appraisal on a $250,000 car, Audi. And it was for someone that was in Beverly Hills and their zip code was 90210. I was like, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, 90210 theme, da-na-na-na, na-na-na-na.
See, I never got into 90210 because
you were too young.
I was too young.
Oh, you can't relate, but I know some people can. Like, I saw that 90210 and I just heard the theme music. I could just see the high school on the screen.
And so here's also
stuff.
the deal. Like, as much as I love old stuff, that time period I didn't.
90s.
So I'll Happy Days, Little House on the Prairie, things like that.
Of course, you're probably watching Bonanza. Yeah, Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore.
Munsters.
I didn't watch. Yeah, Munsters. Yes, Addams Family, Munsters.
I did not like
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
I was into that.
We did not watch The Partridge Family. That was not one.
No, we didn't either. But Little House was a big
and
one.
Shirley.
Highway to Heaven.
Didn't watch that at all.
Oh my God, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Now I did not grow up watching that, but I do like that.
Yeah, no, my mom watched all that crap.
Little House on the Prairie is what I put on every morning before I leave work. That's what I get dressed to.
Yeah. Oh, Justin and them love that. Yeah.
Little House on the Prairie. And someone said not too long ago, they were like, that is the most depressing show I've ever seen because every show has
some bad problem
and
to have to deal with it's life.
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
They're living in the Wild West. Like, what do you expect? It was sort of depressing to live in the Wild West. You're forging your dreams and claiming your land. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do. So, I mean, I say they probably did it justice.
Just giving y'all a preview. We will be off next week for spring break. So, we will not see y'all until the next Monday, which is going to be... That is the 23rd. So we will see you back on the 23rd. Share, follow, send us any listeners' confessions. Comment. We want to know what your biggest pick is.
Yeah.
And we will see y'all on the 23rd.
We'll see ya. Have a good week off. We hope you miss us. You know, like I said, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So that's just what we're going to do.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe not.
Who knows?
This is Ashton.
And this is Jen.
And this is why we can't have a podcast.